Here is how you multiply 59 by 25. 5 times 9 is 45. Carry the 4 and right divide. 5 times 5 is 25. Then add the 4 and it's 29. We write a 0 when we multiply the tens. 2 times 9 is 18. Write the 8.
Alright, to finish the rest of that song and to see the video, make sure you check out the link for the fascinating results of that problem, and it's very helpful. A little bit of review today. We're talking about algorithms because you need to leave 5th grade knowing how to do the standard algorithm. And most of you already do. Some of you don't. Some of you struggle with it. Some of you know a different algorithm, but that's okay. Reviewing that algorithm is a step-by-step process that you use to multiply, divide, subtract, add. And they will work with no matter what size the numbers are. You just have to make sure that you do everything correctly. Otherwise, the algorithm won't work. So it does work if you do it correctly. That's why we start with everything from basic facts to larger numbers. When standard algorithm, it just means it's used widely. So it's one of the most popular ways to do something. And today we're talking about the standard algorithm for multiplication, but beginning that by reviewing the addition and the multiplication also. Take a look at the similarities and differences. With the addition algorithms, those are the invented methods. These are partial sums for addition and partial products for multiplication. With the partial sums addition, they add the values of the digits. It's not 6 plus 7 and 4 plus 3. It's 6 plus 7 and 40 plus 30, and then they combine these sums to get the addition, or to get the sum. Doesn't matter how big the numbers are, the process is the same. But this is the invented way. This is a method that people created as a strategy to figure out how to do stuff. But we're always trying to strive towards a standard algorithm. For one thing, because it's faster. It's a lot less writing. It's easier to understand once you know how to do it. There's a lot more to think about. There's a lot more bells and whistles and working pieces to these two methods. They work. There's nothing wrong with them. But the standard algorithm is always going to be quicker. But it takes practice and you have to do it correctly. So multiplying algorithms, the invented version, this is the partial products. You did that in elementary school. We reviewed it in 5th grade also. You can do this every day of the week if you want, but we're always going to strive towards the standard algorithm. Multiplying the values of the digits versus multiplying the digits themselves. Always starting in the bottom and starting in the ones place. Partial products starts with the larger values and works the way to the right. 6 times 7 is 42. 2 goes below. Regroup our 4 in circle. 7 times 4 is 28. Plus 4 more is 32. And then we have to put our placeholder 0. If we forget to put the placeholder 0, it's going to screw up the whole problem. Then we would start putting answers right here, and then nothing's going to turn out. Don't forget your placeholder 0. If you have two digits on the bottom, you have 1 0 on the second step. Every time you add a digit on the bottom number in the problem, you add a 0 for the placeholders also. Now, today's assignments, 2 pages, looks very similar to this. Practicing the standard algorithm, getting ready for it. And if you want to just use the standard algorithm today on this assignment, you may. But I am asking and prefer that you go through each step, at least give it some practice. But again, use whichever algorithm you choose, but know that this is going to be helpful for either or. So first, make an estimate. 36 rounds to 40, 24 rounds to 20. I have 2 zeros, basic facts. 2 times 4 is 8, so the estimate's about 800. And then using the area model that we've been practicing, they did the multiplication to help get ready to list them over here for partial products. Starting with the smaller digits. Remember, this is a helpful thing to get to know how to do the standard algorithm because we're working bottom right to left. So when we do the area method, we start with the 4 times 6 to get 24, and then B, AB, 4 times 6 is 24, and then 4 times the 30, excuse me, is 120. Then we have C, which is 20 times 6 is 120, and 20 times 20, 2 zeros, and a 6. Then, on the right, put in all of our answers from the area model. You already did them, so you don't have to do them again. Starting at the bottom, 2 times 3 is 6, and I have 2 zeros. 2 times 6 and a 0. 0. 4 times 6 is 24. Add those up to get your total. 2, 4, 6, 6, 7, 8. 864 is the product. Our estimate was 800. Wasn't too far off, so that wasn't too shabby. And for today's assignment, you notice we're going kind of backwards in the Bridges book, but that's just the way it is, kiddos. 2 pages of very similar items. Here's the example. Just did that one together, so you don't have to do that one. If you want to, go ahead. Extra practice never hurts. Then you got question 1, question 2, and question 3 on Bridges book. 138, 139. So number 3, you got to practice drawing in your rectangles. So don't forget that. Good luck. Start a hangout with me. Contact me if you need any assistance.